Graves at Portsmouth's Oak Grove Cemetery are sinking, some opening up and revealing large holes. The city takes care of the cemetery, and one man says these broken and caved-in graves are not only dangerous, they're disrespectful. 13 News Now reporter Evan Watson is live there now.
Evan, what do you see out there?
Well, Portsmouth's Oak Grove Cemetery has graves dating to the 1800s, and the city says it regularly fills in sunken graves. But people visiting say this is an example of a grave that's been sunken and caved in for months now, and they say many others around the cemetery are in need of some desperate attention. From time to time, Mark Hall walks around Oak Grove Cemetery. He's an artist and photographer, and he says there's a special beauty here.
The first time I came here, it's like there's just something about it to me.
But the more he visits, the more he's concerned. Broken and caved in, you can see inside some of the cemetery's older graves.
If that was one of my relatives, I would definitely be angry. And if the city wouldn't fix it, of course, I would myself, being a family member, but I'm not a family member.
The city is responsible for maintaining the cemetery. Hall even says he would help out if it was legal.
Man, you get me a wheelbarrow and a shovel, and if it's okay for me to do, my son and I will come up here on weekends and fix these graves.
He says the solution is simple.
See all those mounds of dirt?
Fill them in. Dirt piles are nearby.
I don't think these people are resting in peace, because their graves are open up to the world.
Plus, in the case of a recent grave that was filled in.
And I will pick this up. It's from the Norfolk bottling plant.
Hall found glass bottles, soles of old shoes, and other pieces of trash in the dirt. He says he'd be upset if he visited a family member's grave and found decades-old trash.
Well, given the history of the cemetery, where did it come from? Was it always here?
The city of Portsmouth says it regularly inspects and fills in the holes, and says new graves sink almost every time it rains.
I personally don't think this is anybody's fault. I just think that it needs to be looked at with heart, with the history of Portsmouth in mind.
The city says it uses a mixture of clay, soil, and sand to fill in some of the graves, and you can see that at some of them around the edges, many by the roads. But others, as the visitors say, are still in need of some kind of work like this. City also says later this spring they plan to repair some of the gravestones here at Oak Grove Cemetery. Reporting live in Portsmouth, Evan Watson, 13 News Now.